Yes, I'm ready.
Take it away.
Hi, everybody. My name is Troy Mphazima. I'm a co-founder of MVN IT Solution and Medical. I've been in business for the past 7 years, but I'll also explain further on my responsibilities and what I do as we go by. Thank you. On the IT and healthcare sector, in which to me it's one of the easiest things that it was difficult at first, but once I get to establish the field that I'm in now, it became easy. First of all, the difficult part that I ever came across was that because it's white dominated, it's a bit difficult for us African. Sorry if I'm putting it on a color base and stuff like that, but it was a bit difficult for us to be able to enter the field. I'll give you a more of an example. As a technician, if I have to go like in a netcare hospital, fix one of the ultrasound machine or anesthetic, I have to prove my qualifications and all that. Whereas the other culture, they just walk in, they trust them that they're a bit good in what they do. But for us, it was a bit difficult for me to enter this field. But in a way, I'm loving the field because it's got challenges. My plan as well is to get youngsters out there to not only focus on IT. There are other fields that you can focus on and which can make you money, tons and tons of money at the end of the day. But it's one of the things that we need to just teach our young kids or our young generation that are coming behind us.
What inspired you to become an IT a technician?
Uh, it inspired me from an early age. They used to call me. There's one old man that actually still alive now that calls me MacGyver. Meaningly, I was good in doing technical challenges things, and I was good in liking things about technology. So
Okay.
me fixing kettles, TVs, breaking them at home, the radio. I don't know how many I've broken down, how many I've fixed, but it
Yeah.
started from from that end for me to be able to get into where I am and to love what I do. More like, if I can put it this way, I love challenges. My brain love challenges in anything that we can do. So if it doesn't
Uh,
challenge me, believe me, I become lazy.
and then so one of my questions that comes after the inspiration is talking about what obstacles did you confront at starting of your business journey? Can you share some of them and how did you overcome them?
First of all was discipline, and also to being punctual in what you do, and establishing the client base was one of the difficulties that I have to I came across. And how did I overcome them was taking time out and learning about being more into the professional or corporate of business, because I was, before I even started working on building my own company, HP, and I also work for a certain technology company. So understanding the background how do you handle clients in the corporate side, me to overcome this side. So I was able to overcome some of. They put you on the front picture, but they running the show back on the background. They controlling you. Basically, what you are just a puppet, if I can put it that way. That they will just to show people that we are doing this for BE black companies empowerment, but at the end of the day, they controlling you on how to do things. They wouldn't give you all the rights to run it. So one of the things that I
Mm-hmm.
came across is certain big companies when they tendering, especially those other ones where they will just go in for money. They don't have passion for this. Um, I remember there was a time when I was installing an ICU, a neonatal ICU. So I had to install the whole central monitoring system and everything. But now the problem I had to face was that the company, because they are big, they are known and all that, they wanted to use me as their own, as like I'm working for them. While at that point, I'm establishing my own company, my own skills. Um, they didn't have the technicians who were capable of doing what we do, but them using us, it's one of these difficult things that we come across. So when Chando's saying these things, it does the flashbacks because we guys, we yes, we do face certain areas where you get a woman who's empowered and who wants to give you a deal, but all of a suddenly, before you done the deal, you have to do some deeds and stuff. But in other way, what we face as guys mostly is in terms of financially. For me to get a business deal being operated or being running smoothly, you'll have to pop up a brown envelope and what because you need to prove yourself. But again, once you start popping up the brown envelope, um, you're gonna pop it up for the rest of your life. It's one of the
Yeah,
things
100.
that um, you need to discipline yourself with. Whether
Mm-hmm.
you go into it knowing, but again, prayer changes everything. That's what I trust. You will get the youth fund companies and stuff like that telling you that they will fund you with so much money and all that you will get whatever you want. But one of the things that is the fine print. They don't always put it up front with you. More especially once you
Okay.
inside, once you've signed the deal or when you already paying them back, they don't tell you about the fine print on the other things. So one of the other things, if I had my own financial stability, I would have never went to certain organization for assistance or for financial assistance ever.
So how did okay, but it's one of the questions that I'm going to ask. But let me just try and give Khadi a chance to introduce herself, and then we'll get back to the funding part. Khadi, are you ready? Khadi, we can't hear you. Yo. Okay, Troy,
Um,
while Khadi is still trying to check her settings there, how did you fund your business? How did you finance your business?
it was difficult at the beginning because I had to finance my business with my pay salary that I was getting from work.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think I had to work three jobs in order for me to be able to save up for my business, in order for me to be able to fund the requirements on my business.
Mm-hmm. No,
So
yeah. Ne.
it's one of those difficult things where you'll get an organization saying, We can sponsor you and all that, but when you get there, they will want an experience of 2 years. And in that moment of time, I was just as fresh out of the box because I had this eager of opening a business. I had this
Mm-hmm.
thing of me seeing a 9 to 5 um, job was kind of taking my dreams away. It was more like I'm building somebody's dreams, and my dreams are just standing by. And each and every time I would wake up and do that, but I'm making somebody happy and I'm not happy. So
Okay.
that was one of the other things.
Okay. There's a question for you, Troy, ne? But like before
Yes.
you I pose that question to you, ke batla go zama Kgadi gape, try to give her a chance. Kgadi, Kgadi, can you hear us? Kgadi ha kgone go rutla. Okay. Troy, the question here for you is, out of curiosity, what is an IT technician's dream level they could possibly want to reach?
Um, Dream levels. Um, I would say this way: you gotta dream big. Don't dream about you working in such and big companies like Microsoft or something like that, and your life is ending there. Don't dream about working for Google, and then you think that your life should just depend on working for Google for the rest of your life. Um, your dream levels is for you to own actually an IT company that will be making Microsoft to be one of your clients or Google to be your client. That's your dream level that you should be having as a IT technician. That moment of age when you knew what you wanted to do or what career do you wanted to choose, that's an age where you can start. It doesn't need you to start when you're 50, doesn't need you to start when you think you're mature. As long as you got goals that you want to reach, as long as you've got a mindset that once you start something, you are willing to finish it. You're not gonna quit. That's the time when you can start. So going back when you on the things that you want to do, as much as you find the idea or what you're good at, that's a moment when you can start opening your own business. Now, advice that I can give to our upcoming generation that we are with, the best one that I can say is um, know what you want to do and act upon it. You can have ideas as long as you work with them, putting them on the pocket, you'll never succeed. But once you start implementing your ideas and putting them on action, that's when you now be able to know how good you are or how how strong you are in terms of having your own business. Running your own business is not just an it's not just an easy thing. It's not just an 8 to 5 kind of way where they will be able to give you money at the end of the day. Running your own business, it's a challenge on its own. You gotta have your mindset that you know how to be strong when times need you to be strong.
Okay,
So
thank you. Okay,
it's not for the fainted one.
it's not for the faint-hearted, right? Okay, before I move on with some of the questions that Nompumelelo has here, I just wanna quickly ask the questions that I have put in place, so we can move on to the topic because we've spent so much time. And yeah, anyway, so Troy, what do you most enjoy about being an entrepreneur? Besides
Um,
besides making money, I know people challenge. Besides making money, what do you most enjoy?
for me, it's doing it's me building up a future for my kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's me leaving a legacy for my kids because what I'm doing or what I enjoy more, it's me building a picture for them, building a stability for them, because I didn't have the privilege to start or having a family or parent who was able to push me or build something for me. I started everything from the scratch. So me building it from scratch so that they will be able to enjoy it in a later stage is what I enjoy, because I have to build it with a solid minded. Then I'll be able to I'll able to build something that's solid for them.
Mhm.
And only
Has a perspective on success changed over time?
um yeah, I think for me it has changed just after the beginning of COVID, and also my success. I thought I'm gonna get it through the COVID because I was on the health sector, but in such an area where I am, or in an environment where I am, I had to face a lot of challenges during the COVID. But after I finished the COVID, I think everything started flowing as it should be. Being
Mm-hmm.
more perseverant, being um, more like discipline was one of the things that kept me to where I am right now, or to move me to where I am.
Okay,
Oh, is
okay,
that for
thank you.
Tando?
Yeah, so Tando, someone is asking, give me Dumel. Okay, please read my comment. So her comment is, Tando, can you hire me? um,
I've got a lot of I've got a lot of comments similar like that one, when somebody asks you that, can you hire them? First of all, out of us, when I'm with this one, basically I'm speaking of us African entrepreneurs. We would like to hire them, and we would like to see a generation changing every time. If somebody looks for a job, if we had an opportunity, we would hire them. But as far as finances, those are the other things that are putting us back. But we're not saying not now. We're not
mhm,
saying I'm not going to hire you now, but in future, when I'm able to secure your needs financially as an entrepreneur, I would love to hire you,
okay, all right, I
if I
hear
can
you.
put it that way.
So,
No, no, no. By all means, no. I'll tell you why. One of the reason, you people will enter on your company because they've seen the financial streams on the next coming future, how it's gonna be. And for them it's all about financials. But for
mhm,
you, it's about passion on what you want to build. For you, you've got the love and passion to do what you want to do. So for my side, it's a no. I've turned down so many. Yes, I regret it because the finance was there, but knowing the consequences of it, no. That's from my point of view.
and then Tando.
You see now, Troy is forcing us to tap into big English. Even the consequences, mind Troy.
um
Uh, is
okay. On my side, guys, it's a lot to take in when you are a young entrepreneur, trying to show yourself or your skills for them to take you seriously. You have to have a level of discipline, knowing that if you are going for this business, you're going for it genuinely. If you're not gonna go genuinely and thinking you're gonna use your body structure, your well-being on getting clients, that's not gonna work, because you selling yourself shortly for long-term opportunities. For instance, you the way you dress on that day, on that interview, or on that business thing, or that deal that's going to be going down, you need to show yourself that first of all, you are capable of handling the work that they want to give you. But you can't show yourself by wearing what clothes, as Tando was mentioning, just to attract. Whatever they can see from your point of view, they will see that this is not this is not a long term, it's just a short term of person. We can use them and take away whatever we want, and then leave them strip them of whatever they trying to produce. But now coming to an understanding part of this male and female gender thing, it's a deep topic that I wouldn't want to go and dwell in about it more, because it's gonna take the whole day, if I can put it that way. Because we also, as guys, we're facing this similar situations where we go into a business
Mm,
deal genuinely, and then you get those mama bomagogo, and they will say, "Yes, I can able to sign the deal for you, but to tell you the truth, um, we need to talk before I sign the deal." Do
mhm,
not. I repeat, do not. But because by doing that, you lowering your self esteem. Take it look at it like this. Um, that business deal, if it was meant for you, it will come to you. If it was not meant for you, it will never come for you. You've chased at it by filling up the document and push everything the right way. If it was meant for you, if God wanted to grant you that deal, He would grant you genuinely, without having you to be stripped part of your self esteem so that you can have that trip. No. So in everything that you do, again, pray about it, because that prayer will change you. Ask God in everything that you do to deliver the business deal that are genuinely gonna grow you. In each and every business deal that you're gonna be doing in delivering, make it a point that you go genuinely and ask, being wise when you want to go into it. So I'll, it will be really a good thing for you to discipline yourself when you're getting into such things.
mhm. Okay. So Troy, ne, why is it difficult for women, ne, to be part of business which would help them build a network to grow businesses, finding customers, partners, and suppliers, and building connections? And it comes more naturally for women. It seems as if women do not belong in these networks, and why is that?
Um, can you mind? Do you mind repeating your question quickly?
So I'm
I
talking
missed
about
the
actually. So actually, there are business networks which help build and grow your business, ne? But it seems as if women are not part of these networks. They can't find proper connections to get suppliers, partnerships, and the likes. So why is that the case? Why le kwala banyana ko ntle?
I believe in this other thing they call perseverance.
Mm,
If you want something, you you'll push by all with your knowledge that you can have
mm,
it,
mm,
not by using your body, and by you pushing with every bit of knowledge that you have, you actually exposing yourself to get greater deals in what you do. go again in this one of women that don't have access to much as us guys as we do, as they say.
Mm,
Lately, it has changed from that. Business
mm,
deals are going to women at what sometimes, but now coming again, um, I will urge most of the young stars, women out there, when you genuinely interested in a business deal, get the disadvantage and advantages about it. Stop thinking about advantages or what would you do once you get that money or once you get that job and what. Go both ways, disadvantage and advantages. Make it a
mm.
point that before you make that decision, your good advantages are on top and your disadvantages are on top. But write them down. If shit hits the fan, sorry to use that the French language, if it hits the fan, know how you're going to be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Not just by saying you thought of, yes, I'm going to make this money and month end I'm going to be making 20K, 30K, 100K, whatever. Then you're going to be able to drive whatever G-Wagon you want to drive and all that. But knowing exactly that you're not capable of managing that, just for now, teach yourself one thing. What would you do if you went to get 10 million in your account right now? The first thing that you'll do, you're going to think of
Mm.
investing and all that. That should be something that you already have on your mind. You should already have a plan. If you are a business entrepreneur, before you even go in deeper, your mind should already have plans about finances when they're coming to you. What you're going to do about them.
Mhm.
the
Okay.
the most part is what you're gonna do about them. It's what you're gonna do about them that will sustain you, or that will make much more money than what you're getting. So your aim of that 10 million, how would you be able to make that 10 million to make you 100 million? That's your
Okay. So,
aim mindset that you should have.
okay. Thank you so much. So, there's a question for Mr. Troy and Ms. Tando. Have you ever went over the line just to win a tender or get a job?
I've been pushed so many times, more more in terms of testing my management skills of anger and your patience in everything, and your mindset in those projects that you want to go into.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Troy, I watched YT video of an IT specialist that robbed his company of 36 million. Is it easy to not get caught? I'm sure. Does money not tempt you?
Money tempts everybody.
Yeah.
Money tempts everybody, but it's the mindset that you have behind everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Every IT technician, they've watched all those movies because, quite frankly, all the movies about IT currently, they're about either you steal something that's worth money or you're stealing money. They're not showing the things about IT that's good without you stealing it, on how you
Mm-hmm.
making it without stealing. So yes, it does tempt you, but it's up to you whether you want to have money, free, having money, enjoying money with freedom, or you want to enjoy money running away. Because believe me, it will caught up with you wherever you go. One day it will hunt you down. So that karma will come back to you.
Okay, there's another question there. Can you see it? I'm just
Yes.
trying to. Um, I don't know what happened to Tando. She's in demand here.
Okay.
Are you able to answer that, or must I read it?
Can you read it out for me quickly?
Can gender exclusion or inequality ever be eradicated in the workplace in this fast modern day and age that is ruled by greed, lust to be at the top, and hunger for power driven by money?
It will take time if we've got the right implemented of people with the mindset. But if you've got the people that who are just having hunger for money and power, it will never. We'll still continue singing the very same song, gender based and what at work environment. It will always give us this problem that we're gonna have. But until we find the genuine people that are up there who just want to make money with people, not just to use the gender or to use their own what needs, we will find changes.
Okay,
Okay.
body poser ko wena then. Okay, favors have seemed to be a normalized form of currency for trade and exchange in our modern time. Mr. Troy and Miss Tando, would you say you have asked for a favor before as it worked for you?
Um, I'll tell you when it comes to favors, you gotta be careful of the favors that you ask for or that you're going to deal with because
Mm,
uyakwazi ukuyibopha ngenxa yokuthi wenza ifavor, uyakwazi ukuthi uyifake weni just because you weren't doing somebody a favor.
mm,
I- yes, lately it's sort of a way of exchanging in terms of growing your business and all that when I'm a favor. But be
mhm.
careful of the favors that you do. Kakhulu Nkosi yami. Lapho I would really like ukuthi the upcoming generation ama-favor enwenzayo or the favors that you're gonna do for people, please by all means think about what they will do in a long term. Don't just think about the short term period, yama favor. It will damage you. It will
All
damage your
right.
business. Your business will you'll have a business that's being alive just because of favors. And when you only think that you'll do is just because your business you built it on favors, you're now starting accepting the mindset of having favors in everything that you do.
Eh,
Banele Gatsheni, ake ngibeke kanje mfowethu, sisi or mfowethu, uma ngabe sikhuluma kule chat lena saye sithi hlephe hlephe elimini likaGeorge ngoba sifuna ukuthi wonke umuntu ola asizwe or sikwazi ukucommunicate naye. But uma ngabe ufuna ngiyibeke ngesintu ngisengayibeka ngaso isintu kanya kwethu.
okay, akawutlwa next. Tando. There's a question.
Yes, ma.
Now, what
Okay.
what I meant to say, the people that you need to cut are those toxic people in your life that do not want you to succeed. Yabona njengamanje mina I'm still able ukuthi ngiyohlala eKasi ngifike ngihlale namaGrootmane or I've still got people that engithi mangisuka ngifike ngihlale nabo siyodla inhloko hlale phansi without being putting myself kwenye indawo. And ngiyakwazi ukuthi mangihleli nabo ngikhulume the same language esixoxa ngayo. Nabangibuza ama-advice ngibaphendule. Nami ngibuza ama-advice ukuthi guys ake ngibuze njengempilo noma ngendlela eningibone ngayo ngikhulele phambi kwenu. Yini niyibona kuyishintsho olwakhayo for ikusasa or ushintsho engizama ukulenza elingaba isibonelo esihle emphakathini. Nangabe khona la ngibheda khona, let me know. Tell me I'm fucking up. Then I'll understand ukuthi 1 2 3 I need to raise socks. 1 2 3 I need to stop living lempilo engikhohlisa ukuthi nami ngumuntu. One thing that I will never forget, ngumuntu ngila ngikhona because of umuntu. Angeke ngibe lena because because ngithi ngizibeke lapha, cha, ngilapha engikhona because of umuntu. Kunabantu abangimotivatile ngikhula kumanje, they've pushed me, abazibona ukuthi bangiphusha, but they've pushed me internally. Ngabona kubo ukuthi ngifuna ukuba nje empilweni, and ngikhula ngileyo nto to a part ukuthi for an example ngaphiwa amasimu induna yangasekhaya. I had benginawo amasimu, but induna yangasekhaya yathi maseyishiya isikhulile yathi-ke ngithathe namasimu ayo. Ngilana yathi ngithatha amasimu ami usemakhaya, yayiyeka abantu esikhule nabo, iy'nsizwa nabosisi esikhule nabo esigodini sangakithi ukuthi ngabe inika bona. Ngazibuza ukuthi why would he choose me, mina ngibe ngiphila le mpilo engiyiphilayo, because much of the things I don't think ngiyayideserve. But there's one thing that he said to me, uphume la waba isibonelo sokuthi anything can happen empilweni, even the little thing that you think that cannot happen izoba ishintsho. Nobody dream that you're going to become wherever you are right now la kithi. Nobody dream ukuthi we can also produce imbewu enjena kulesigodi sakithi. And I knew exactly again ukuthi mangishiya lento kuwe, wherever you are, but you're going to find time, you're going to find it a way ukuthi uyi-reproduce lento le legacy engishiyile, uyishiyele abanye abantu, and you'll do it on a higher levels, wenzele abanye abantu without expecting them to give you money or without expecting anything in return, just because of inhliziyo yakho iyona engenze ukuthi ngichoose kuze ube yilento yona. So bengifuna ukuthi ngiqondise lapho sisukuthi bengakayichazisanga kahle. Mostly what I meant, the toxic people empilweni. And yabona, there's one thing that I've learned a lot. The friends we keep are the most dangerous weapon and the most successful things you can have empilweni. Either they will be successful empilweni yakho, or they will be the dangerous weapon ever. You need to align the two and understand them. Yabona mina, I prefer umngani. That's why now I ended up, I think enginabo mina abandluli ku-4, and ibona obhuti engathi mangabe ngisenkingeni ngiyakwazi bafonela, nabo bayakwazi ukungifonela. That's because of what? They're able to tell me when I'm doing wrong. Ake ngithi for an example ngihambile siphumile siyawalka singamajita or sidla inyama kobubi, ngibona umuntu wesimame odlulayo nanani or sengiyakhomenta nanani. If they're able to tell me ukuthi yey unomama endlini, yey unomuntu wakho kanje, right there on the spot, ukuthi focus. Somebody that's able to tell ukuthi you are doing wrong, angakuncengi just ukuthi athenge favor kuwe or athenge that happiness ozokwazi ukunika yona, a friendship, akusiyona umngani loyo. Umngani yilo ozokwazi ukuthi ekutshele ukuthi uyamosha, yekela, stop it right now, cancel, akuthuke or akudonse nangempama to bring you back ukuthi what you're doing is wrong. That person are the people okwazi ukuba keep empilweni yakho, because of what? They know ukuthi once you mess up empilweni, it's hard for you to get back. Once you mess up lempilo okuyo, by you falling back to the steps, going back, it's going to be the hardest thing for you to climb back. So that's why
100%.
It's most important ukuthi labo bantu, keep them. I've got a friend engimbiza ubhuti, you'll be amazed, angafika sikhuluma kanjena nanani ne, afike angitshele the way yena feel ngakhona, angithuke if he has to ne, but khona umuntu okuthuka out of love, ekubonisa, ekuguide. I prefer that person other than having a person onangizanile ozofaker just ukuthi abe happy now at that moment of time.
Okay, guys, you know,
Just
we
saw
need
a
to
question
close.
pop up now.
Yeah.
Yebo,
So okay, guys, before we
kakhulu.
close, before we close, there This was so awesome, Nim. I want you guys to give us your parting thoughts, or if there's any other last question you want to answer that you've seen that you're interested in, just
This might stink a bit. There are people who's gonna hate me for this, and there are people who's gonna like me for what I'm gonna say. Being honest, when as I'm doing this, my parting thoughts. To every generation that's coming, to every little one that's got a business minded, to every little one or somebody that's want to change their family background and becoming something else different, empilweni, stand up. You on your own. Nobody's there for you but yourself. If you see your family background ukuthi ingale ndlela engakhona, be the change. If you want them to be successful, to change everything, be the change. Let it start with you in everything that's going to be changing in your family. After all, whatever you do when you're becoming successful or building businesses is to enrich your family, because your family are going to be the one that's doing your legacy, even if when you are gone. See, right now, we're still thinking about Ntatema Ponya, even if it's gone. That's because of what? The legacy that he left behind. My parting words to be to the upcoming generation: we can all have fun. We can all learn by mistakes. We can all think we'll learn by start doing bad things, then later on becoming successful. It doesn't work that way. But it works with what you put into your mind. Grab positivity in everything that you do. Grab things that will build you in everything that you surround yourself with. Encourage yourself to be something that you more than that you are capable of. You are capable of having greater things in life, and it's up to you to be doing that. Again, to be a champion, you need to be acting differently. A champion, it's different from everything. A champion finds time when everybody doesn't find time. Ungajima nawo wonke umuntu, uhleke nawo wonke umuntu during the day, but when you go home, look on yourself, look on what you want to build for yourself in order to become successful. So create that little extra hour each and every day that you sing about your dreams. Chase your dreams are the only thing that you are meant to be having empilweni that will grow you and grow your family. Family will love you whether you're poor or not. Some of them, the true family, will love you when you're poor. But the fake family, will hate you for your poorness. But it's up to you to become successful and be who you want to be. So whatever you do, change yourself in order to change the environment around you. I wish you nothing but the best from me.